it was all about I got caught. And buddy, you sure did get caught, okay? And we got you, and we're gonna keep you locked up as long as we possibly can.
A passionate response to a maximum sentence for a convicted sexual predator.
That's my biggest fear, is they're going to wonder if they're one of those babies.
And more adoptive parents are coming forward, sharing their experience of adopting babies through Paul Peterson.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. I'm Trisha Hendricks.
And I'm Matt Urish. Thanks for waking up with us on Today in AZ.
It's a beautiful morning out there. It's a little chilly.
It is. It is. I love it. Went to bed last night, walking the dogs, felt the cool breeze, woke up. Some more of it. What do we got in store for the rest of the weekend?
I'm sure the dogs love it too, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. Right now it is 66 degrees here in downtown Phoenix. I love that shot. If you notice, it's a little bit darker than usual, and that's totally normal because the closer we get to the winter solstice, December 21st, the days are getting shorter. So, of course, the summer solstice, June 21st, and then the days continue to get shorter and shorter, and it's definitely noticeable. It seems like we're having dinner a little bit earlier because as soon as it starts to get dark, your body's kind of programmed into thinking, oh, it's time to go to bed, right? Unless you're nocturnal like us. But it's definitely a gorgeous morning out there, and it's going to rise as the day moves along, of course. The dew point is 30, so looking on the dry side. The humidity is 26%, but not too shabby this morning. We'll have a look at your 7-day forecast and what you can expect if you're heading out to the fair coming up.
Great day to tailgate for a little college football, hang out at a watch party somewhere, take in your favorite team. I like it. All right, we got to switch gears here for a second, folks. This is a heavier story, but it's important. A 1-year-old reported missing in Glendale was found overnight in Phoenix. Jason Dargy is just 11 months old. DCS says he was in his grandparents' custody because he was taken from his parents after being found malnourished because of homelessness, parental alcohol, and drug use. His parents were allowed to visit him, but not allowed to leave with him. Police say they did just that during a visit on Wednesday. The toddler was found with his parents, and they were taken into custody.
Maricopa County Assessor Paul Peterson accused of human smuggling and running an illegal adoption scheme. And now more of the adoptive parents who used Peterson to build their families are coming forward.
We're hearing from one couple who feels this has cast a dark cloud on all of the adoptions and babies.
Team 12's Nicole Zymek joining us right now. Nicole, what are these parents saying?
Don't pass judgment on these Marshallese babies. That is the message they want everyone to hear loud and clear.
Let's not leave a cloud on these children.
This couple, who wants to remain anonymous, adopted a baby boy through Maricopa County Assessor Paul Peterson a little over 2 years ago.
He was highly recommended.
Their experience was different from many of the cases they've heard in the news. Their birth mother didn't fly in from the Marshall Islands with the sole purpose of giving her baby up for adoption. And she didn't live in a group home under questionable circumstances. She came to the U.S. from the Marshall Islands when she was just 12 and had been living here for about 20 years. She speaks English, and they say is very aware of the adoption process and made sure they felt like they were the real parents.
Yes, anything that the medical personnel would ask her, she would say, ask them, that's their baby.
They want to make it clear they're not defending Peterson, who is now in federal custody, accused of an illegal adoption scheme. But they do want people to know not all cases are the same.
I just don't want everyone to think every Marshallese adoption is black market or something crooked or the birth mother doesn't know, or everything is not what you're hearing right now. This whole ordeal has cast a shadow over every Marshallese adoption ever done.
And they're worried that burden will fall on the children.
They're going to look back one day and, they're going to say, Mom, am I one of those babies?
They hope people don't look at the Marshallese babies involved and think black market or human trafficking.
Just be careful on passing judgment when you see these little children out there. All these stories are not the same.
Nicole Zymek, 12 News.
There's definitely differing opinions depending on which parents you talk with. You can find many more details regarding this case on our website, and you can also go through some of the court paperwork for yourself. That's available as well on the 12 News app.
All right, time to get you up to speed this Saturday morning on the stories you need to know to start your morning. We begin with a violent crime here. A late-night shooting sent one person to the hospital and another to jail. Phoenix police say an adult man shot another man near 21st Avenue and Thunderbird Road. Police say the victim is expected to live. Good news there, but no other details have been released yet.
A massive marijuana grow operation busted in Tonopah. Take a look here. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office got a tip 2 suspects were illegally growing and selling pot. Now here are some of the pictures in the 8 rooms in this home used to grow pot. Authorities seized almost 300 pounds of weed, 6 guns, and $20,000 in cash.
Wow.
Firefighters in Southern California continue to struggle to get the upper hand on that Saddle Ridge wildfire. Definitely a lot of power behind this one. The fire burning north of Los Angeles has grown to more than 7,500 acres. It has destroyed at least 31 structures and forced the evacuation of thousands. Now, fire officials are saying the wind driving this fire is 13% contained. So still a low number there.
Yeah, I believe that evacuation number is up to around 100,000 as well. Switching to some sad news here. Actor Robert Forster died yesterday, the same day his new movie was released. He joined other members of the Break Kind family for El Camino, a movie spin-off of the series. Bryan Cranston called Forster a lovely man and a consummate actor in a tweet shortly after his death was announced. He is perhaps best known for his role as Max Cherry in Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown, in which he was nominated for an Oscar. Forster died of brain cancer. He was 78 years old. You up to speed now? Don't forget you can always find the latest news on our website, 12news.com, or the free 12 News app.
Convicted sexual predator Dion Earl of Mesa will now spend 12 years in prison for sexually assaulting 2 women he hired to babysit his daughters.
But before hearing his fate, Earl asked the judge to let him go home without any prison time. Team 12's Ryan Cody joins us with the judge's response to what some see as an interesting request.
The judge didn't waste any time clapping back at Earl's request to not serve any more prison time, saying his kids deserve to have him back at home, and the 2 years he's already spent behind bars is enough. But the justice system disagrees.
I believe in my heart, Your Honor. I truly do. No further time is necessary for punishment.
The final plea from convicted sexual predator Dion Earl, using his kids as an argument to avoid further jail time.
Your Honor, my children have suffered enough, please. As well as I have suffered tremendously.
The fact that your children haven't had you physically in their lives for the last 2 years is because of choices that you made, no one else.
A jury convicting the 47-year-old for 2 separate sexual assaults of women he hired to babysit his daughters, forcing them into sexual encounters once inside his Mesa home.
He's pathetic.
Elizabeth Ward and O.D. Harris are one of the victim's parents.
There was no sorry. There was no, I'm apologetic for what I did. It was all about I got caught. And buddy, you sure did get caught, okay? And we got you, and we're going to keep you locked up as long as we possibly can.
12 years with credit for the 2 he's already served. The max sentence, despite his tears.
Please take a chance on me. I won't let you down, I promise.
Of course, me being a parent, I would love for him to be spending life. But this sends a message to Arizona. You can't come here and a sexual assault, men or women. We as Arizona need to put a stop to sexual predators. You're not welcome in our schools, in our community, or on our streets.
The judge also sentencing Earl to lifetime probation, and he will need to register as a sex offender when he's released from prison. We're in the newsroom. Ryan Cody, 12 News.